Okay, this time my partridge is mounted on me. We're using that same shrimp technique for all of these escapes. Sometimes we're doing both sides, sometimes just one side. For mount, I need to make sure I shrimp both directions very solidly, right? So first I want to frame the hips out. So I'm going to take one arm across to the far side hip, like this. My second hand is going to frame that wrist. So if he's trying to drive his hips down on my hips right now, be heavy, like try to flatten out more. Yeah, he can't put a lot of pressure on me. You can tell in my voice that he can't be heavy. Be really heavy. He can't be really heavy right now because I'm framing that out. If I get that out of the way and he's supposed to get heavy, you can tell in my voice right away, he's putting a lot of pressure on me, right? So this is gonna keep him from getting really heavy. I wanna make sure that my elbows are on the inside of the knees. Now my feet, I wanna try to work my feet towards the center if I can, or one foot to the far. So if I'm framing on the left side, my right foot can go far past, and that's fine, but my left foot ideally would be in the middle. Now to create space, I'm gonna bridge my hips that direction. Now look, I go up on my shoulder, just like crossbody. Before my hips go down, they go out. And all I'm trying to do right now is just widen his knee. So my frame keeps this knee out, and then my hip pushes that knee out. So we're here. Now look, I've created space to start pulling my knee through. I pull my knee through and I point it towards the ceiling, pushing it towards my opponent as I secure the upper body, and then get the half guard. So we've seen this from starting in half guard, and then from cross body to half guard, and now we're seeing mount to half guard, and then my half guard escape is still just the same. Shrimp out, point the knee up, keep the upper body controlled, scoot out just enough to loop my foot out, and we're here. All right, so from mount, first things first, get your frame, 1, to the opposite hip, 2, reinforce it. Do not use your thumb here. If I'm using my thumb and he's putting the weight, all that pressure goes on my thumb, all right? I want the butt of my hand, or my palm, to support the wrist, like that. This is comfortable. When I use my thumb, it gets to be really uncomfortable. So we're here again. Now I got my arm frames in place, get my feet in place. All right, 1 to the middle, 1 to the outside. If I'm bumping to the left, which is the side I have my frame on, I want my right foot to be to the outside, like so. And now I bump at a 45-degree angle. Before my hips go down, they go out, widening the knees. And now look at all the space I have to pull my knee through. If I'm facing the left, it's my left knee that comes through and then points up as I get my half guard. And then once again, keep the knees tight, frame off the hips, shrimp out, pull the knee through the far side, point it up to the ceiling, keep shrimping until you can loop that foot out.